stat is int then str. I don't use the crit special stat because it's hard to find crit damage later, so I prefer the str stat to increase crit damage and increase the crit rate with equipment. The int stat is only to increase the damage of magic skill and magic attack. Long range level 10 to increase the damage of skills that can be cast at a distance of 8 meter or more. Impact level 7 to make this skill not casting when use and half MP next skill. Laser level 1 only to use the skill to get 2 stack burst when inside the barrier and also 15% magic pierce when the skill is active. Burst is the main damage here, so level 10 to maximize the damage. Cannon level 10 for sub damage. Cadle level 10 to be able to use this skill 2 times when inside the barrier and increase magic attack. Spell calibration level 3 only to take talents like this. Javelin for ailment and impact to increase the range of the skill. Chain cast level 10 to increase magic attack. Barrier level 10 to increase motion and reduce damage taken and bonus stack burst for some skills. Magic mastery level 10 if not use star gems. Level 10 camouflage to increase 40 crit rate when skills are used and reduce aggro. Prayer level 10 to increase magic attack %. Backstep level 1 only for opener combo or move when hit by a slow ailment. Advanced Familia is optional, do not need to be learned to save SP. Overlimit level 10 to increase damage to element but minus 1000 cast speed. Sorcery level 10 to make the cast speed only minus 500 when use overlimit. Shift level 1 only for temporary invulnerability. Cast Mastery level 10 to increase cast speed based on SP usage in wizard skills. Resonance level 10 to increase the crit rate if using a resonance focus Registlet. Spell level 10 to provide additional skills that are active when using certain actions. I usually set it for successful combos and get recovery. If for pet leveling it can be replaced with javelins so that it can provide ailments. Element / level 10 to give a weaken ailment to the target. Teleport level 10 optional. I only use it when pet leveling to add cannon stacks quickly. Level 10 magic skin to increase durability and 1 horsepower left when hit by damage that higher your max HP. Mirage level 1 only to evasion when use a casting skill like Brave Aura. Frontline 2 level 1 only to increase max HP around 3k up. Level 10 Brave Aura to increase weapon attack by 30%. Increase energy optional. Level 10 if you have more SP, otherwise level 5 is enough. Spell burst level 10 to increase crit damage magic and increase crit rate too. Critical up level 10 to increase crit damage and crit rate. If this is too long, you can remove the camo and prayer to shorten the combo and then cast it manually. For the staff, I use a damage to element critical rate stat like this because I don't use a special crit stat. If you think your crit is enough with minimal crit, the boss you want to fight can use another stat like this. For X tall I use X mass black because it has a stat magic attack % and also tumble unavailable. My sub MD uses MD Humida because this MD has a range 7 meters. Because the maximum burst range is 8 meters, so this MD is suitable for mage burst use. For armor, I use damage to element crit rate armor too. Actually, the damage to element with critical damage % stat is good because it fills STR, but because the success rate when fill stating it is small, so I chose the safer option. Xtall I use Bangrudum because of magic attack % and magic pierce, and Bimos for magic pierce and crit rate. For add, I use 2 types of add, monster face paint for fighting low def bosses that are usually normal or hard diffs, and Yermo Turban to fight high def boss which usually diff nightmare or ultimate. For the ring, I use the Beastlord ring to get the motion speed stat. Xstall I also focus on the motion stat in Atoise and the CSPD stat in the Scream Shadow to increase the CSPD by 1k. Because this build requires at least 1.5k CSPD so that the burst doesn't cast. My Ava doesn't use a good enough stat, so no need for additional stat in Ava, but if you want to use it, you can focus on stat damage to element or magic pierce or magic attack percent and short range damage percent. For sets when leveling, pets can use damage to element and weapons only with stats like this. For other stats such as armor, ring can focus on pet XP percent, and for each X tall can be filled with full magic attack percent stat. And don't forget to set it to the farthest target when using staff so you can directly target the Empress.